$121 runs scored in session number 2. Run rate of 4.4 is some batting. Around the wicket from Rabada. And they're out of the blocks quickly. Another single. Certainly not getting trapped down one end against the bowlers, is Pakistan openers at the moment.
This is great cricket, great awareness by the opening pair. Sometimes if a bowler hits a decent length, there's nothing you can kind of do, but if the ball just makes contact and pops down in that area just to charge through.
Getting trapped down one end against the bowlers, is Pakistan openers at the moment.
Bosch is feeling a little bit worse for wear after what's been an unbelievable test match. Great awareness by the opening pair. Sometimes if a bowler hits a decent length, there's nothing you can kind of do, but if the ball just, I don't know if we can get any footage of it, but at one stage during his innings he signalled, I think it was his calf or his ankle or maybe the Achilles. I think he was looking for a painkiller when he was out in the middle. When he was out there batting, putting on his 80 that he scored. And Temba says no. If there's a little bit of a niggle, go and get it sorted, please. Go and have a look at it. Don't make it worse for now. And then let's see what can get sorted out. As we said, no spinner involved, so others are going to have to step up.
I asked him yesterday after the day how the body feels. He said, yeah, pretty tired. Or 16 overs usually is what you pretty much a minimum bowl in a 4-day game, but the intensity of international cricket, and what people don't understand is it's a different level. It's a higher level of intensity, and the body's not used to that. It can seriously catch up to you.
And let me just ask you, Sean, I've asked you a couple of times over the last couple of years, how many overs? 43-degree heat Celsius in Adelaide, 7 for 87.
Yeah, that was a rarity. That was 41 overs that you had to bowl on that occasion. We actually had a graphic the other day as to how many times Kahisa Abad has bowled more than 25 overs in a test innings. And I think he's done it 17 or maybe 18 times. And that kind of was, in many ways, we felt like that was kind of stock standard back in the day as to how many overs you'd have to bowl. You'd have 4 bowlers, maybe 5, and probably each did 20 to 25. Take the second you bowl at the 80th over, have a spell or two there. I think the nature of the game and how it's changed, sometimes the scoring rates go through the roof and batters get to runs a lot quicker than they used to, so they don't spend as much time out there. Not too sure what that was all about, but trying to encourage each other.
Just the single off that over, 43 for none.
न्यू अल्फा ऐप से कहीं से भी बैंकिंग करें, क्योंकि बैंकिंग कहीं जाने का नहीं, अल्फा करने का नाम है. डाउनलोड द न्यू अल्फा ऐप.
Someone's got quite a bit of signing to do there. Patterson to start his second over.
Yeah, mentally you don't want to get ahead of yourself from a Pakistan team perspective, but when they look up and think, okay, we've got to 43, there's just 47 to go, and then we've starting to go into the lead. All of a sudden we've seen one of their bowlers hit up the million stairs here at Supersport Park, back into the change room with a bit of a niggle. They don't have a spinning option. They maybe have to rely on Aidan Markram. It's got to give you a bit of a mental boost as to, hold on, we might just be right back in this contest.
Another good single on the offside, but I think more importantly from Pakistan's point of view is they've done it relatively risk-free. They've been given a few deliveries that they've been on top of to put away, but apart from that they've looked very, very solid. Not many plays and misses, maybe one or two balls that have misbehaved, but apart from that, I almost want to feel they're on top of the bowling attack at the moment.
Still going to be 28 overs left in the day's play after this over's finished, and it's Patterson, I think, who's going to be doing most of the hard yards. Haven't seen Marco Jansen yet. Rabada's going to have to bowl extended spells, Jansen as well, but I think Patterson's going to be plugged in, and maybe Markram helping out from time to time. We obviously haven't heard anything yet about Bosch. It's far too early. Straight away around the wicket to Ayub, but that's been eased away for a boundary. Boundaries are coming thick and fast. That's the 9th boundary in this innings.
Yeah, definitely feeling like it's very flat out there from the South African side as well. They've been ahead in the contest, but all of a sudden Pakistan fighting back. South Africa don't have the answers at this stage. Slides it down. Ayub says thank you very much. Just get something on it and flies away to the face. The other thing, Hayes, is we've just presumed that they decided to go with an option of Corbin Bosch to open the bowling. Is there an issue with Marco Jansen as to why he didn't start?
Well, the other issue is any of you blokes got your boots, Chris and Sean.
Those are 100% been thrown into the Henops River a long time ago, Hazy. Size 13 boot of Marco Jansen. Used to nick a few pairs of boots off me back in the day when I was making my way out of my career, and he was making his way in. We'd always play against each other, and he would send a box of shoes onto his locker there just so he can use them.
Leg side again.
If we've been totally honest, the form of dismissal that was probably the most likely from a South African bowling perspective has been the caught down the leg side. I think we've seen about 4 or 5 balls that have maybe made contact, and one was taken and a bit of an appeal went up. And this is a bit concerning. That's why I think a drinks break would be a good time. Themba Bavuma can get his troops together, have a bit of a chat, motivate them, get everyone refocused, and then come back and fight again.
Certainly been no sign whatsoever of any loosening up for Marco Jansen. We're about to complete 10 overs in this innings. Well, that's gone past the outside edge. That might liven things up a little bit for a couple of the South African players. 10 overs up, 48 for no loss.
का निशाना, पैदावार के साथ इनामात का खजाना, जीते बेशुमार इनामात और उम्रा टिकट के बम्पर प्राइजेस। बोतल पर दिए गए QR कोड स्कैन करें और कुरानदाजी में शामिल हो जाएं।
इस मैजिकल ऑफर को जाने ना दें। अब कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बोतल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ।
Enjoy unlimited free deliveries and order on and on and on with Panda Pro.
Panda.
Pakistan coming out to bat with South Africa really in front of the game, have come out with positivity, intent, and to be fair, they've been fed 9 fours, 36 runs coming in boundaries, 48 without loss. Pakistan trail by 42.
The sideways movement have subsided compared to what it was with the new ball in the first innings or day one to where things stand for Rabada. Pakistan cashing in. This is a good partnership.
It's been a great partnership indeed, Ramiz. Saeem Ayub, Shan Masood. They've taken the bat balls that have been offered to them with smiles on their faces.
And South Africa have a breakthrough.
Absolutely stunning effort from Rabada, because it was in the slot for him to go for that drive. Maybe hit it just a little too hard. It was there to be hit. And he was out there for a lengthy period of time. What happened then? Floated it up and missed the line. It moved the other way and shattered the stumps. So the opening partnership has been broken, courtesy Rabada, with a bout of brilliance.
They're absolutely pumped up, South Africa. Saeem Ayub out for 28, it's 49 for 1.
And missed the line, it moved the other way and shattered the stumps.
और उम्रा टिकट के बम्पर प्राइजेस। बोतल पर दिए गए QR कोड स्कैन करें और कुरानदाजी में शामिल हो जाएं।
अब कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बोतल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ।
Enjoy unlimited free deliveries and order on and on and on with Panda Pro.
Panda.
Look for that glory drive.
Babar Azam. It's been a while since he's gotten a test match 50, coming in at 3 and will no doubt want to make a mark in the second innings. Pakistan are to challenge South Africa. That man is going to have to play a significant knock.
Just having a look at Babar Azam's test career, averaging close to 44, 43 and a half. It's already past 4,000 test runs. He's up facing the might of KG Rabada. Oh, fantastically bowled KG. Great first delivery to bowl to a new batsman, but equally well paid. Just having a look at the dismissal. Ball angling in, you've got to play it. It's held its line, didn't nip away too much. Got to say, I think Saeem Ayub may have misjudged the line more than actual nip, and in the crease. It's a fantastic sight for any fast bowler to see that off stump pick back.
Yeah, the movement after is where he should have been, more forward. Nevertheless, a wonderful delivery.
You saw how the South Africans were celebrating with KG. It was almost like angry celebrations because he had bent his back in the first innings, no wickets. And came out. Pakistan have been going at over 4.6 to the over and finally breaks a threatening opening stand of 49. End of the over, 50 for 1. Pakistan trail by 40.
कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बोतल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ।
हमदर्द जुशांदा का 1 पैकेट बॉईल करें, दिन में 2 बार पिएं और खांसी और नेज़ल कंजेशन को जड़ से खत्म करें। नो केमिकल्स, नो साइड इफेक्ट्स। आप भी अपनी सेहत को नेचुरली ठीक रखें विद हमदर्द जुशांदा।
जैज़ के पास हर नीड का हल है। बस *699# मिलाओ और अपने लिए खास बनाए हुए पैकेज को अपनी सुपर पावर बनाओ।
What do you see there?
Well, I mean, statistically, he's got the numbers and he's been Pakistan's best player, so he's got to bat up the order. They say that he bats much better at 4 in Test match cricket. The stats are much better when he bats at number 4. An option that is available to Babar and Pakistan.
It's funny you say that. Ramiz, I was just chatting off air with Cass and I was saying to her that I actually felt Babar is better suited for 4. Now that you're saying that he's had great success there, but the question was, who will bat at 3 then for the Pakistan team? Because yeah, you can slip it down to 4, but who's at 3 then? And having a look at the Pakistan batsmen, how they fared in the first innings, and must be honest, I haven't seen a great deal of all the Pakistani players over the last year or two. But suddenly Salman looked like somebody who could fill that position up front. He had a good technique. He had some sort of composure at the crease, and he looked like he could fit there. And having a look at Babar's averages per positions, he's at 4. Why did he move?
Get him back there.
Yeah, his numbers are very impressive at 4. But he's got to start well. I think of late he doesn't get that absolute great beginning. Maybe he is thinking for a bit of a disaster, and that happens to you when your form is off. You get into that negative spiral where you feel that, you know, you'll get a good one, so let me tighten up. You start watching the ball more closely, and so that's not an instinctive, natural way of batting.
Yeah, that's why he's more suited for 4. Exactly what you're saying, Rami. Is it? Some players are nervy starters. And you've got to work with the best position. People always say, who's the best player in the team? I genuinely never felt that you could identify a best player. You got to say, who's the best batsman for this position? So in the South African team, you had Graham Smith who opened the batting, and he was amazing at it. So you would say that he was the best batsman for that position. If you asked another batsman who batted lower down the order to go and open the batsman, he may not be as successful as Graham Smith because he's been doing that his entire life and he was really good at it. So when I look at Babar Azam, I do feel that 4 would be more suited to him. The ball, I mean, you could lose 2 wickets in the first 2 balls of a test match, but the percentages are not in that favor, and he may come in a bit later on in the game, and it gives him the best opportunity to score big runs, and for Pakistan, so that Pakistan can get big runs. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about.
I think because he's opened so many times in white ball cricket, that could be the reason they feel that it'd be better at number 3.
End of the over, 52 for 1. Pakistan trail by 30.
न्यू अल्फा ऐप से कहीं से भी बैंकिंग करें, क्योंकि बैंकिंग कहीं जाने का नहीं, अल्फा करने का नाम है. डाउनलोड द न्यू अल्फा ऐप.
Need him at 3, need him at 4, whatever position, but he needs to be scoring runs.
The Babar Azam 11. Easy as. Shan Masood has just very neatly tucked that away for 4.
Fantastic timing from Shan Masood. Off the hips. Not a bad ball. But when he hits the middle of the bat, it's flown to the boundary. Let's have a look getting into position. Oh, that's just fantastic timing. It'll do a world of good for his confidence in Shan. He's also one of those batsmen who need a big score under his belt.
Protection on the boundary, and there's some work to do. I think of another, but safely back. That would have been trouble.
Tell you what, excellent call from Babar Azam. He wanted an extra run there, another run, Shan Masood, but the throw was like bullet. Yeah, punchy drive to the offside. Babar Azam ran swiftly, and then he just got a bit lazy, and then there was never a chance of the third. Good throw on the bounce.
No! We look at the innings that Aiden Markram played. Shan Masood would do well to look at that as a kind of template to be able to trust that skill set on a track like this, because there are runs on offer. And the temperament of Markram's innings was really special to watch. He'll be disappointed he missed out on a 3-figure score, but really set the tone for South Africa's 301 all-out.
And there are opportunities here. 3 slips and a gully, vacant area through the offside. So what you have to do is to make sure that you aim those areas, the vacant spots, and so there'll be plenty of opportunities up front here for Pakistani batsmen. South Africa will look to attack.
Got to be watchful outside off stump. And we've seen variable bonds since yesterday, so this track will keep doing something, and that's what keeps these bowlers interested. This one just keeping a bit low.
Yeah, the scramble seam from Rabada, maybe cross seam position would be handy as well on a pitch where there's variation in bounce.
Early call, 7 from the over. It's 13 overs gone, 59 for 1.
मंजिल का निशाना, पैदावार के साथ इनामात का खजाना, जीते बेशुमार इनामात और उम्रा टिकट के बम्पर प्राइजेस। बोतल पर दिए गए QR कोड स्कैन करें और कुरानदाजी में शामिल हो जाएं।
इस मैजिकल ऑफर को जाने ना दें। अब कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बोतल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ।
Enjoy unlimited free deliveries and order on and on and on with Panda Pro.
Panda.
Pakistan trailing by 31 runs. They will look to knock off this deficit without the loss of further wickets and try to build from there. A bit surprised to see Corbin Bosch being given the new ball to share with Kagiso Rabada. My instinct was that perhaps it would be someone like Dane Patterson. They try to squeeze from both ends. Were you surprised to see Bosch with new ball?
Not really. I wanted him to bowl with the new ball because A, the form is with him, B, he's got speed, and this is a different surface compared to the first one where you could probably use Marco Jansen with the new ball, but here you needed a bit of gas, and at that speed you could also exploit the variation in the surface.
Talks a lot about Babar Azam, but imagine Masood could score a test match 100 here and get a kind of total that puts South Africa under pressure. If this is a semi-final for the World Test Championship place in the final, then that's knockout cricket. And you're chasing the 4th innings. Throw in some spin. Geez, that'll be spicy.
Pakistan have got to make it a competitive test match. And I'll be repeating myself when I say that to earn respect, you've got to be, or you've got to ace it on a away tour, especially here in South Africa where the conditions are so tough for a subcontinent batsman. I'm only talking from batting perspective because batting has been Pakistan's Achilles heel. You can always back the bowling to do the job. but it's the batting who lets them down. So here's an opportunity here. They've gotten a start. Can they do something about this start? Make it a punchy test match.
Yeah, you've got two of Pakistan's most experienced players at the crease. If there's ever going to be a time for them to put their hands up for Pakistan cricket, it's going to be today. The remaining overs are 25, and if they can bat the bulk of today and tomorrow, I mean, they only trail by 30 Ramis, and 30 runs can go in a flash. The next thing you know, as a South African team, you got your sweepers back because you're defending and you want to be chasing more than 200 in the final innings.
I also feel that a spinner's role will come into play also, day 3, day 4, if this game is stretched to day 4, for example, or day 5. And so Pakistan do have the kind of services of 2 makeshift spinners, whilst South Africa have got Markram, and I'm sure they'll have a look at him, but obviously not a threat at this stage as a spinning option again.
Yeah, both teams choosing to go with 4-pronged pace attack for this game. End of the over, 60 for 1. Pakistan trail by 30.
कोका कोला की 2 लीटर बॉटल सिर्फ 220 रुपए में। खाना बनाए मैजिकल कोका कोला के साथ।
हमदर्द जुशानदा का 1 पैकेट बॉईल करें, दिन में 2 बार पिएं और खांसी और नेज़ल कंजेशन को जड़ से खत्म करें। नो केमिकल्स, नो साइड इफेक्ट्स। आप भी अपनी सेहत को नेचुरली ठीक रखें विद साइड इफेक्ट्स। आप भी अपनी सेहत को नेचुरली ठीक रखें विद हमदर्द